Okay, peace and love, family. You already know what it is. You already know who it is. You know why we're here. So let's get right into it, fam. You know what? I'm here to talk about a few things. So let's hop right into it. Don't forget, it's your man, Trenton Jenkins, and here, we're willing to live life out loud with purpose. And if that's what you came for, and you're looking for change, I'm talking about real change, radical change that we can implement and make applicable in our lives today, then I'm glad you're here. Give me a thumbs up, guys. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't cost anything. Takes just a few seconds. Let's do that right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Now, that thumbs up button is going to let YouTube know that my content is valuable and get my content out there so that other people can be blessed and help with the information that I'm trying to share. I just want to help, the conscious community. I want to help the conscious community because that's the community that I feel as though I'm a part of. And, a lot of us say that we're conscious in this community, but I don't see a lot of us doing anything with our consciousness. So I'm not here all the time to spread information on the issues that are going on every day, but how do we live in this conscious world with all that's happening? How do we do that? Now, here's one of the things that I've come to understand that I'm gonna walk in starting today. I am my living ancestor. Get that? And I'm okay with that. I am a living ancestor here on earth. My younger generation that's coming up behind me doesn't have to wait until I'm dead in order to show me respect or to get any knowledge that I may have that I need to share with them. So as a walking ancestor, I have to walk accordingly and I have to conduct myself as such, because I have to be that I want my future to look like. My kids or the kids behind me have to be able to see life and see it tangible in other people's life, like my own, being that I'm a walking ancestor. You know what I'm saying? I'm here right now. I can get my flowers now. I can talk to everybody right now. I've been surrounded by a lot of death lately, and I'm not okay with it. It had me questioning my own mortality. It had me feeling like I'm in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like I'm in a rush. Like I need to hurry up and make something happen because I don't have a whole lot of time left. And one of the things I noticed that with me doing that, it's been causing me a lot of anxiety, like living and not living in the moment. By trying to live in the future or in the past, it always seems to bring me anxiety. Whenever I'm thinking about how life should have been or things that happened to me before that maybe I haven't quite gotten over it, or I haven't quite grown over it. Let's put it that way. I haven't grew over it. That would be more correct in saying. So because of that, it's caused me to stumble and fall along the way. But today we're looking for change, so I'm here to be honest about some things. So if I'm really want change, I know that we can change truth. We can't change a lie. I can change what's true about myself or what's true about my situation, but I cannot change lies. You know what I'm saying? Until I accept the truth, there is no room for change. And I've come to understand that. I hope you have too, with your growth or your maturity, depending on where you are in life. We're not all on the same step. And That's another thing. We can't all expect everybody to be on our step. Just because we're someplace in life, we can't expect that everybody is going to be in that same place. So sometimes you just have to fall back and get the hell out the way and let people do them and be them. Let them make their mistakes. Of course, if you see somebody making blatant underlying mistakes that you don't want to see them go through, then of course, by all means, you're supposed to stop them and not let them go through those things. But everybody learns through experiences. So if we stop people from having their experience, then we stunt their growth. They can't grow if we don't allow them to have the room to grow. Because sometimes, especially us as parents, we want to not let our kids experience life. And a lot of times, we're like, hey, listen to me, I know better. But sometimes it's better for them to go through the thing that they have to go through, because that's what's going to elevate them to the next place in life. And until they go through that thing, you keep them stagnated and stuck in that place. And it's nothing worse than being in an elevator that's stuck, and I don't know. I've been in an elevator that's been stuck before, and I hate it, And, I've been in a lot of relationships that's been stagnant. I've been in a lot of stagnant jobs. Oh man, it's just not a fun place. So, I'm saying all that to say this. Walking ancestors, take your place in life. Stand in your shoes right now. Walk as a walking ancestor right now. You don't have to die to be admired. And then what are you going to be admired for? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be admired for something good, or are they going to talk about you like, man, hated seeing them coming, but glad to see them go? Oh. Man, listen. So and I got some family members like that, and if you watching this video, you know who you is. I love you, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so let's grow together, guys. Let's get there. Let's help one another. So if you hear anything that resonates with you, any truths that you can make applicable, please like and share this video. If you hear anything that you believe someone else needs to hear, please like, share this video. Again, family, give me a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that this is valuable content. And again, live life out loud with purpose. I think I got a PS. Yeah, I got a PS. So, we were talking about living ancestors, walking here on earth, taking our place, holding the mantle now. What do we do with that mantle that we hold when we know that we have a generation, a family, a younger group of children that are going to be looking at us as what the future looks like? What does it look like when I'm an old man? What does it look like when I'm older than 50? What does it look like when I'm older than 60 and 70? Am I going to be older, be 60 and 70, having these meaningless, stupid conversations that offer no life to nobody? I was with some older gentlemen just this past day or so, man, and I hate to talk about people, man, but we got to talk about it, because again, I want change, man. And here's these older two cats probably can't throw grapes at a fruit fight, and they talking about what they gonna do to these young women, and they looking at these little girls, man, and part of it was sick, man. These cats, man, like damn near 70 years old, looking at these little 14, 15-year-old girls. and tried to bait me in the conversation with them. And then when an older girl did come by, and now they checking her out and talking about her stuff and asked me, did I see it? And when I told them no, and now they ask questioning my manhood because I was unwilling to look and comment on her private parts. And I told them that, don't want to see her private parts. I want to see my wife's private parts. I've been married 22 years, guys, and I ain't tripping fall into this by accident. I've married 22 years because I've been doing marriage for 22 years, and I'm committed to my marriage, and I submit to the marriage. I do not submit to my wife. I submit to the marriage. And I think you have to be married to understand that. I love my marriage. I love my wife, but I love my marriage more than I love my wife. And because I love my marriage more than I love my wife gets that extra love, man. She can feel it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to step outside my marriage. I'm not looking at other women. I'm not lusting at other women. And you women, if any of you out there, comment down there and tell them you lied to them, and tell them that I was hitting on you, because you're lying. Because I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And my manhood, man, I'm all the way man. But I love my wife. Can't I do that? Can't I have love for her and not be a punk or a faggot or have my manhood question? Can a man do that? Have love for just one woman and say I love her? And can we as older gentlemen have better conversations? They should have been helping me, talking about, man, how do I get to where they at and be married? Instead of looking and cracking on these young women that they probably can't do nothing with. Women probably give them a heart attack if they ever got butt naked. They probably pass out. Heart attack. If they seen them naked. But man, this is just where I'm at, man, and it's bothering me, man, and it's bothering me because I'm conscious. I'm awoke. And I'm awoke to what's happening, and I see that. And I say, how do I look at the younger kids than that and say, well, how do I get them? How do I bridge the gap to them? How do I bridge to getting them the gray hair and being 70 and being married and raising a family without being stupid and talking stupid? How we gonna overcome, man, like that? We ain't even overcame each other, man. And I know that's not how we did it, man. I know that was not how we did it. That was not a part of our system. And I'm sure you know who I'm talking to and who I'm talking about. Excuse me. Man. We just gotta stop with the stupidness, the foolery, man. We gotta stop with it, man. The tomfoolery. We just gotta stop. We gotta wake up, And if we're gonna say that we're conscious and we're awoke, man, when we see people like that, because I put him in his place. Oh, bro, I put him in his place. And I let him know, One, don't question my manhood, because we can handle that. You 70 and all, man, but I'm far from punk, and I'm sorry, 70, 99, you ain't gonna disrespect me. I deserve and I've earned my respect, and I'm not gonna let another man take that or put me down or make me feel inadequate at any time for whatever reason, whether they beat me up or not. See, a problem is that most people don't understand that I grew up in a place, in a time, in an era where, if it'd be better for me to get my butt whooped than to get beat up all the time. And I'm sure some people understand that. So let me break it down to you. So for every 3 fights I had, I lost 2.5. I'm not afraid to say that, but let's do the numbers. Let's talk about something. All right. So for every 3 fights I had, I lost 2.5. But see, I was that kid that wasn't afraid to fight, and a lot of people wasn't ready to fight. I was the kid that was ready to fight. And see, what once somebody wasn't gonna do was threaten me or talk junk to me. You wasn't gonna punk me, and you wasn't gonna talk junk to me. Now I know what people say. You're supposed to walk away, be the bigger man. Yeah, that might work somewhere else, but not where I grew up at. Because I don't care how big a person was. It was better for me to get beat up by that one person than to get beat up every day by everybody in the neighborhood. It's better for me to stand up to that one bully. It's better for me to punch him in the mouth and let him whoop me. And then everybody talk about, man, he whooped you up, but you punched him in his mouth. And everybody around, no. All the other 50 kids at the bus stop, no. Don't mess with Trent, because Trent gonna punch you in the mouth. You keep talking junk. And the thing is, you gotta ask yourself, are you ready to fight? Because we know Trent ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? He might not can't win, but he ready to fight. And the question is, am I ready to fight right now? And that's just it. See, the thing is, I'm not Billy Badass and never walked around like I was, man. And any of y'all young kids know, man. Y'all know, any of the people that know me and growing up, knowing I was not Billy Badass. Y'all know I wasn't. And I didn't walk around like a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? But I grew up in New York just like most kids did in my age at that time, in that era. But yeah, man, I wasn't going to be punked, and wasn't nobody just going to tell me or just do anything that they wanted to me or say anything to me. I was going to stand up for mine, and I was willing to fight for it. And I grew up where if you beat me up at 3 o'clock, you better be prepared to beat me up at 5 o'clock too, because I'm going home, I'm going to do some push-ups, and I'll be back. So yeah, you got me at 3. But I'll be back at 5. And if you whoop me on Wednesday, be prepared to beat me on Thursday and Friday as well, because I will be back. See, now, and that's the era I grew up in. Worst case scenario, I might got jumped. See, it's a new era. It's a new punk out there today now. The new punk out there got guns, and they shoot people, and I'm scared of the punk, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because I don't want to take another man's life, and I don't want to walk around like I'm in the wild, wild west, so I don't drive around like I can carry a gun, and don't walk around with one. I'm just hoping I don't have to walk up on somebody and run up on somebody who do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still not a punk. Get it? But that being said, it's a graveyard full of people like me. I just ain't walked up on the right one yet. Because like I said, I grew up in a different era. You know what I'm saying? And now it's, you know, in over 50, man, I think I have a little more intelligence now to where I can use this before I just punch somebody in the mouth. You know, and I'd like to say I have the wherewithal to say that I wouldn't let my attitude and my anxiety or anger get the best of me. But, you know, whoever knows what and what they would do faced in, you know, certain situations, you know, with their back against the wall. So, you know, again, walking ancestors, man, take your rightful place, man, but walk right, man, because other people are looking at you, man. People like me, and then people younger than me. And we have to be the demonstration of what we want our future to look like. You can't no longer keep talking about the youth and what's going on with them, especially if you acting stupid or entertaining stupidity. And when you see these older people out there acting up, we need to check them. Stop videotaping them and start checking them. All right? Now remember, live life out loud with purpose. Hey, tune in soon. I got a new one for you guys. You're going to want to see this one. Remember, if you hear anything that resonates with you, any truths that you can make applicable, I want you to like, share this video. Please get this content out there. Come on, folks. Let's get it.